Now, I certainly want you to keep in mind that I have an entire section of nuggets in this course dedicated to pricing and billing when it comes to Amazon Web Services. But in this early introductory nugget, let's just talk about an overview of costs when it comes to Amazon Web Services. And you can apply this to many competitors to Amazon Web Services as well with cloud technologies. Amazon Web Services reminds us that the overall economic model that we use when we sign up for their services is to simply pay as we go. And this sounds simple, and it is, but it is profound the impacts that this is going to have on you when it comes to the economics of your IT. So we sign up for initially a free account, and then we start building resources, and if some of these resources aren't covered in the free account, or if we go outside of the free account's duration, it's like a year or something that we're going to have the free tier. Once we're outside of that free tier, we're paying for stuff as we go along with that stuff. Think about it. This means that resources are suddenly entirely disposable for us. What a great thing. So we can go in and we can get rid of resources we might no longer need. And sure enough, we're not paying for those resources any longer. This really does have a tremendously big impact on us. And notice that it's going to help us compared to a traditional environment when it comes to the purchasing of our IT resources. Think about the two basic approaches that we can go. We can go in and we can over-provision things. And this is to make sure we can meet the demand. So we have these big servers, and unfortunately, they're probably running at very little capacity. We have a lot of idle hardware as a result of this over-provisioning. So we can do away with this approach thanks to Amazon Web Services and provision just that right amount of stuff that we need and pay as we go for that. Notice another approach that we could take in the traditional environment is we buy too little server power, and now we're always dealing with it being very close to capacity, and now we can get into performance issues. So we really like the fact that with Amazon Web Services, we have a consumption model that functions like a utility bill. It's like your electric bill. Want to save money? Start shutting off lights and TVs and computers that you're not using. Amazon Web Services works very much the same way. Now, I mentioned the Amazon Web Service free tier, and that is something that you can Google. So here I've done a Google search on AWS free tier, and I get brought right to this homepage where we can jump in and quickly create a free account. Keep in mind, though, that when you're in this free account, you may be spinning up resources that aren't covered under the free account, and you will be billed for those. But Amazon Web Services does a great job of letting you know when you're going outside of what's free. And let me show you how easy it is to see what those non-free things are costing you. So here I am logged into my Amazon Web Service account. Notice I can confirm that because my name appears here under the account dropdown. Notice also that we can see that we are in the Ohio region right now. So my resources are physically located in the US East Ohio region. If I drop down this little name area here for my account, I can quickly go to my billing dashboard, and I can see the details of what I'm doing that's outside of the free account and costing me money. Notice that last month I spent $17.33 on Amazon Web Service stuff, and this month so far I've spent $2.02. And finally, notice the forecast for December is given. So without configuring anything, we can quickly take a look at the costs that we're incurring on this pay-as-we-go model. I want to elaborate on one more thing here, and that's for you to realize that I am in the free tier. So I am still within the time duration of my free tier. as I said, why I'm getting these small charges is because I am doing things in Amazon Web Services that are not included in that free tier. So it's definitely something to be aware of. I will certainly have lots more great information for you on billing and pricing when it comes to Amazon Web Services, but I hope you agree that now we've got a good feel for the economics of Amazon Web Services and other cloud vendors. I hope you found this nugget informative, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.